No, not that type of starter team that you saw on the thumbnail. I'm going to be trying to win a battle in Pokemon Champions with one of the starter teams that the game provides you. I'm not using a team made of starter Pokemon. I'm going to see if I'm going to be able to win a battle without changing the team in the slightest, and then after that, I'm going to adjust the team to make it as good as I possibly can, and then I'm going to try to see if I'll be able to win a battle that way. So if you want to see more Pokemon Champions content, make sure to subscribe, and let's just jump straight into the video. And they have a good team, which I don't like. It's a sand team. So, we have no weather control. We have absolutely no weather control. We've got no way to counter this team, really. So I guess I'll start with... Let's go with... I don't really know. So let's start with Steelix and Azumarill. Then bring Charizard. Then Gengar in the back. So this team's going to be absolutely garbage because... It was made by the game, which you think, oh, it'd probably be good. No, it's not good. It's not good in the slightest. Like, Charizard is a special attacker. They made this Charizard a physical attacker. Which is very bizarre, to say the least. But anyways, and I don't even know what moves these Pokemon have, because I haven't checked it. So we're going up against a Master Ball trainer just like us. And they're starting off with Tyranitar and Rotom Wash, so they definitely have a Sandstorm set up. While we have Steelix and Azumarill. So let's see, what moves do my Pokemon have? Because I don't even know. You know, let's check these out. Steelix has Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Body Press, and Stealth Rock. Honestly, not bad. It's got the Sturdy ability, and it's got a Mega Steelixite. Actually, Steelix is not that bad. It could be way worse. Azumarill got Play Rough, Jet, Aqua Jet, Superpower, and Belly Drum. It's got Huge Power and a Citrus Berry. And it's got also not too bad of a nature, I suppose. I'll check the rest of it out later because I've got a little bit of a time limit. But for now, let's Mega Evolve Steelix. And let's just go for a Body Press onto the Tyranitar. Then with Azumarill, let's just go Play Rough into the Rotom Wash. This is a very bad team to start. But they're Mega Evolving Tyranitar, which makes sense. Mega T-Tar is coming out. So... I don't know what it's going to do. It's probably going to go for Earthquake, now that I think about it. Let's see. Anyways, Mega Steelix is here as well. My goal is just kind of get rid of the Tyranitar. Though the Rotom Wash could be scary as well, but I'm not too scared of it right now. Thunderbolt into Azumarill. That'll do a lot. It nearly kills. But we have a Citrus Berry. So I guess we get healed up a little bit. Good thing we didn't go for Belly Drum. And Knockoff. Okay. Honestly, not bad at all. Steelix is still at full health with Sturdy. That's really good. Here comes the Play Rough into Rotom. I actually did a lot. Hold up. Maybe this team is good. Maybe I shouldn't doubt the game. And that takes down Tyranitar. Hold up, guys. Maybe this is actually a good team. Maybe I just underestimated the game's abilities. Hold up, guys. Or maybe I just played out of my mind like crazy. Who knows? Who did they bring in next? Corviknight. Okay, so I'm definitely not going to go for an Earthquake combo here, because that's not going to work. Because, though, the Rotom Wash has Levitate, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's an ability it gets. So I'm going to set up Stealth Rock. And then with the Azumarill, I'm just going to go for Aqua Jet to get a bit of chip damage with the Corviknight, I guess. They switch out Rotom Wash. Interesting. So now I know what their whole team is. The other Pokemon is a Sinistcha. We know that they got Rotom Wash in the back of these two. So we Aqua Jet into the Corviknight, do a little bit of chip damage. Also, would break the Sash if it has one, but I doubt that it has a Focus Sash, because that's not really what Corviknights run generally. So now we set up the Stealth Rock. So overall, not too bad of a turn, I suppose. So there's some damage. There's also some damage. So Steel can't really do anything in this situation because of its moveset. I guess I could Heavy Slam. Earthquake won't do much. Body Press won't do much. I guess I'll just Heavy Slam the Sinistcha. Then Aqua Jet the Corviknight, I guess. I guess we just keep doing this. Body Press, that probably will get Steelix down to... Oh, actually, no, Steelix is way bulkier than I thought. Steelix is fine. And then let's see what it's going to do. Matcha Gotcha, that makes sense. So both probably die here. No, once again, Mega Steelix is way bulkier than I thought. So that gets Sinistcha back up to full health. But then Heavy Slam is going to come in. And it's probably going to do a lot, because Sinistcha's light, and Mega Steelix is very heavy. Here we go. How much does this do? Oh, that's a lot. It's a ton of damage. And buffed it by the Sandstorm. So now I think we bring in Mega Charizard here. Mega Charizard X. But like I said, that's Mega Evolve yet. Now we got Charizard. Unfortunately, it's not Mega Charizard Y, because that would get rid of the Sandstorm. But let's go Heavy Slam. Then... Oh, I can't Mega. I already Mega Steelix. Oops. Oh, well. I think we go for Flame Charge. Because the Sinistcha might use, like, Rage Powder, which is a possibility. No, it doesn't. Anyways, Flame Charge comes out. That does a lot already. I would have killed if I went for Flare Blitz, but whatever. Oh, okay, it was critical hit. That's why I did so much. And we get a Speed Boost, which is nice. It's got a Citrus Berry. Okay. It uses Roost. Okay, so I don't like that. It's going to be a stalling Corviknight. That's very annoying. Then Machagacha comes out. That's going to do, like, nothing to Charizard. Yeah. And Steelix survives. That's very good. The Sinistcha does heal, but we go for Heavy Slam again. And that should take out the Sinistcha. Okay, there we go. So Sinistcha taken down. That's pretty good. So, you know, honestly, maybe this team is just better than the team that I built. Because I'm winning with this, and that's actually insane. It's crazy. They're taking a long time to decide to bring in Rotom Wash. I don't know why they're taking so long to think. Anyways, here comes Rotom Wash, because they only have one Pokemon left. It doesn't take that much brain power to think on which Pokemon to bring out when you only have one. So the Pointed Stones dig into him. He's very weak. We'll just go for the Body Slam into Rotom Wash, which definitely won't kill, and I'm going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter. Then Flare Blitz into the Corviknight. The Corviknight probably protects this realistically. That would make sense. The Corviknight's going to be a big pain. Kind of what I'm mostly scared of. Let's see. Flare Blitz comes out. He didn't protect. That did nothing. It's all because of the defense boost, I suppose. And then Charizard takes some damage. Rotom Thunderbolts into Charizard, so I guess Steelix will get the damage. That actually takes down Charizard, so that's like kind of scary. I only have one Pokemon left, which is Gengar, so this is actually bad. It's actually really bad. Brave Bird, that takes out the Steelix. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't have counted my chickens before they hatched. I think I'm losing this. And that was a critical hit. That was overkill. You did not need that critical hit. The last Pokemon's Gengar. No more Sandstorm. So Gengar, he's got a Focus Sash, which I guess is cool. Fortunately, he has a special attack, so the Iron defenses of the Corviknight just don't really help. And I guess we go for Icy Wind, because it hits both. Although this might not kill, is it? I think I made a bad decision. Oh, well, he's faster, so I think we lose. Yeah, we lose, guys. Yeah, no, that was a bad idea. And the Corviknight's got Mirror Armor. Oh, I'm so dumb. Yep, okay, so we lose. But, you know, honestly, we were really close. We were really close to winning with the pre-made team in Master Ball tier. So this team, I think I could actually maybe find a way to make this team work. Here we have Charizard at first. They made him a physical attacker, which I think is an awful idea. We are going to make him a special attacker, the way Charizard is supposed to be. There we go. And change his nature back the way it should be. There we go. And we're also going to change his moves. Obviously, we're going to give him Protect. We're also going to give him Heat Wave, as that is a strong move. Where is it? Heat Crash. Where's Heat Wave? Here it is, Heat Wave. Also going to give him Solar Beam. And what should the last move? Actually, yeah, I'm going to do Weather Ball. It's kind of like what I did with Torkoal on my first team, in case they have, like, what's it called? Wide Guard, so Heat Wave wouldn't work. And then I can use Weather Ball as my Fire type move. Obviously, change Blaze to Solar Power. And that's a lot of VP. However, we have training tickets, so we'll use these instead. I have plenty of VP anyways, but we'll use some of the training tickets. So there you go. Charizard's now trained and battle ready. So these teams seem to definitely be kind of single battle oriented instead of double battles. None of them have Protect or any supporting moves, so that's probably why. Huge Power is probably the Azumarill's best move. All of his abilities are good, but I think Huge Power is the best. And honestly, this moveset's kind of in the right track. I'm just going to get rid of Belly Drum and replace it with, where is it? With, here it is, Protect. Almost every Pokemon should always have Protect. Protect is extremely good. I think I'll get rid of Superpower as well. Aqua Jet's good. I think we need another water type move. I think Liquidation. Probably. Or Waterfall could work too. Liquidation or Waterfall? Maybe Waterfall, because Waterfall can flinch, but Liquidation has the chance of lowering defense. I think flinching is more helpful, but it is weaker though. This is a hard decision to make. I think I'll go for... Maybe I'll just go for Liquidation. Stronger and lowers defense. Then I guess this is a good nature. I mean, it's not the best, but it does work. And so does the IV spread. So we'll just go for this. It's a lot cheaper, so we'll just use our VP. And now let's move on to our next Pokemon in our starting team, which is Whimsicott. Whimsicott was one of the 2 Pokemon we didn't use in the first battle. Whimsicott and Drampa were. And taking a look at this Whimsicott, I'm glad we didn't. Leech Seed? Memento? These are some of the worst moves ever. Why would you have Memento? It kills yourself. It's an awful move. Leech Seed's okay, but there's way better options you could use. So Whimsicott is going to be our support Pokemon, so obviously we need Protect. We're also going to give it Tailwind, as Tailwind is an amazing support move. Then we're going to get rid of Giga Drain. Even though it is a good move, we're going to give it Encore instead, probably. Taking a look at all of our support moves we have, Encore is probably the best. We could have a Status. Status is good too. But I think Encore is the best. We're going to go for Encore. So we have Moonblast, Tailwind, Encore, and Protect for our moves. We have Prankster's our ability, very good. And then I'm going to change that, because we're not really training it to be a attacking Pokemon. It's mostly just supposed to help you, like, support your team and stay alive. So instead, we'll invest into our bulk. There we go. So this looks pretty good. Now Whimsicott is trained to my liking. Its stats are pretty good. Its stat spread. It's just that its moves are so bad. And all of its other abilities really aren't that good, so we'll just stick with Sturdy. It's the best of the build and Focus Sash. We need to change these moves. So first of all, we get Protect out. Protect is a must-have. Where is Protect? Here it is. Here's Protect. First we have Protect. I think I'm going to get rid of Earthquake, because Earthquake hurts us, and that can be very annoying to work with. Let's go for Drill Run. While it can miss, it doesn't hurt our teammate, which is really nice. We're leaving Body Press, obviously, because look at this insane defense stat. And Body Press uses the defense to calculate its damage instead of attack, so that's perfect. And we already have one support Pokemon, so we just need another damaging move. And we're kind of weak to flying, so I think a Rock-type move would work well. I'll give it... Does it learn Ancient Power? It does. I'll give it Ancient Power, but that's kind of weak, though. So many decisions to make. Oh, Rock Slide. Rock Slide easily. Okay, so this is our Steelix build. I'm going to take off speed and a little... Actually, I'm going to take off damage as well. I'm going to max out defense. And I'm going to take some off of health. Some of the IVs, or the EVs. Here we go. And then invest some of it into damage. And then invest some of it into special defense. To make it a little bit more bulky all around. More kind of balanced. I think I like this build. I'm actually going to change it from Adamant so that it raises attack and lowers special attack. I still want it to lower special attack. I'm going to change it to Impish so that this monstrous defense gets used amazingly with Body Press. So I just got to remember, spam Body Press, basically. So we'll train Steelix. We'll use a training ticket because it's pretty expensive for a VP, even though I've got a ton. I've got 80,000. I might as well always be efficient. There's no point to not be efficient. And the next Pokemon that we got to train is Gengar. This Gengar's kind of weird. It does have Cursed Body, which is good. It's the only ability it can get, so I can't really change that. I like its stat spread, but the moves, ugh, these moves are not good. First off, we're getting rid of Destiny Bond. Destiny Bond never works, essentially. And we will put Protect. Here we go. Shadow Ball is actually very good. Sludge Wave is... It's not bad, but it hurts our team, and I don't like that. So, I think we just go with Sludge Bomb. And then instead of Icy Wind, we'll go for something else. Not a fan of Icy Wind. Or I'm going to do Disable. Disable is good. So this is the build we'll have for Gengar. Gengar's not the best Pokemon. Still good. But there are definitely better options out there. And for our final Pokemon, we've got Drampa. As you can see, Drampa's really slow. We'll take those 2 points out of speed. We don't need that. We'll put it into defense, I suppose. Get that defense up a little bit. We'll leave Modest the way it is. We don't, I think, do we go for Berserk or Sap Sipper? I think we go, no, it raises the attack. We'll go for Berserk. Anyways, so we need Protect. Then we leave Hyper Voice. Sure, let's try Shadow Ball. I'll try this moveset. Alright, so this is now our team. And I'm also going to change some of the items they have. Because there are better items we could have. For example, let's go to the shop. Because there are probably a ton of good items here. Like, if we take a look at these items, none of these are too, like, must-have situations. But the Mega Stone, some of these are must-haves. Like, we need, where is it? We'll see it somewhere down here, probably at the lower end. Mega Draponite, we need this. We need a Mega Draponite. Anything else that we might need? You know, Gengarite could work too. We'll take a Gengarite. And I don't think we need any of these items. So let's just head back and switch our items around in our box. So if you want to go ahead and use my awful starter team, for whatever reason, maybe you think you can do better than I can. If you want to do that, go ahead and just use the Replica team code on the screen right now. Another Master Ball battle, and see if my improvement to the team will make it better. I think we have Whimsicott at the start, for sure. Then Charizard, Drampa. Should have given a Dragon type move. Why did they give Shadow Ball? Should have given a Dragon type move. What am I doing? I'll change that later. And then in the back, let's go for Steelix. So I've got 3 possible Pokemon here who can Mega Evolve. 4 if I had Gengar with this Gengar, but I didn't give him that because I think having that many Mega Pokemon is a bit of a waste. But I can't change the Pokemon in my team. I can change whatever I want them except for the Pokemon. The Pokemon have to stay the way they are because that's the starting team that I was given. Anyways, they have Garchomp and Sneasler to start. Well, we have Whimsicott and Charizard. I'm worried the Garchomp might go for, like, Swords Dance, but we're just going to double protect and play it safe. Let's start. Here we go, double protect. Playing it safe because the Sneasler has Fake Out, and we don't want to get Fake Out. Or I might go for, like, Dire Claw onto Whimsicott as well. That could happen as well. Let's see. Fake Out. I'm hoping that the Garchomp Swords Dance. That's what I'm really hoping for. No, they went for Rock Slide. Okay. So they weren't greedy, unfortunately. But a very good thing that we can do is that we can use Encore onto the Sneasler to force it to use Fake Out, which won't do anything because it is not the first turn anymore. Then we Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard Y. I've got the right Mega Stone. I just wanted to make sure. So Mega Charizard Y. Then we go for Heat Wave. Do a ton of damage to Sneasler. Probably not much to Garchomp. They switched out Sneasler. They knew. Oh, it's too bad. Anyways, Rotom Wash comes in. So Mega Charizard Y. Here he comes in. He'll bring in the Sun because of his ability Drought, which is really good. Unfortunately, Garchomp Rock Slide is a bit of a problem. So Encore, unfortunately, they knew that was happening. They use Rock Slide. Ow, ow, that just completely took out Charizard. So, you know, maybe I just need to be the better player. Maybe it's not the team's fault. Maybe I just need to do better with this team. I haven't had as much practice with it. Anyways, I guess we bring in Steelix now. No, I think we bring in Drampa. We're kind of just in a bad situation. What we'll do, though, is we will Tailwind, and then we'll Hyper Voice. I gotta at least get some damage in, right? Here comes the Tailwind. Dragon Claw, oh. Drampa survives thanks to the bulk. Berserk activates. Very good. We're still slower than Rotom Wash, though. Even with Tailwind. That's really too bad. Alright, and now we bring... Oops, not Whimsicott, sorry. Now we bring in Steelix. So I think we go for Moonblast. And then Rock Slide. I doubt that we're faster. Steelix is really slow. Even in Tailwind doubling the speed, I still think Steelix is really slow. But Whimsicott can definitely go first. Yeah, here we go. So Moonblast into the Garchomp. Not the strongest, because we didn't train our Whimsicott to be strong, but that's a lot of damage. And a special attack fall, which doesn't really do much. Garchomp's a physical attacker, but whatever. Now here comes the Earthquake, and the Rotom might levitate. So this is not good. Whimsicott might die. No, neither die. Okay, that's good. Steelix is incredibly bulky, which is why he didn't die. And Whimsicott, I guess, is also bulky. And resists. Here comes the Citrus Berry. Bit of healing. It's nice. Will-O-Wisp. Whew, thank goodness that missed. Now we go for the Rock Slide, which did nothing. Okay. Good to know. So what I think we do here, we Moonblast again. And Body Press might do more, because we have really high defense with Steelix. So we'll just press Body Press. So they might switch out Garchomp here, which would make sense. No, they don't. They protect, which makes even more sense. So Moonblast hits the Garchomp, which is unfortunate. Hydro Pump. But there's the Sun, so it won't do too much. Still kills. So we definitely lose. This starting team isn't the best. I mean, it's got some good Pokemon on it. But at the end of the day, it just doesn't work well. It doesn't have the synergy it needs. Just a bunch of random Pokemon thrown together is the main problem. I think it doesn't matter how good of moves I give it. It just doesn't work. Which is kind of what I was expecting, to be perfectly honest. But you know, we did get a lot closer in the first battle to winning than we did in the second battle. So here comes out the Moonblast, which will do not much. Yeah, even the Sneasler, which is really saying something. Then Thunderbolt comes out. Fortunately, Whimsicott is bulky, but that doesn't really help that much. And there's no more Sun. Okay, and there's no more Tailwind. So I guess we just go... Oh, well, they're going to Fake Out, so I have to Protect here. I'm definitely playing a losing battle, but I might as well try, right? There's no point to just give up, really. Here's the Protect. Who knows? Maybe they'll, like, drop their controller and it breaks and they can't do anything. Or maybe they have to go to the bathroom and then they forfeit. Or who knows? Maybe their Wi-Fi will go out and then I win. You never can really count me out, even though it looks like I'm in a really bad position. I could be a 1 health and then they forfeit because they need to go to the bathroom or something. You never know. You never truly do know. Here comes the Dire Claw, takes out Whimsicott. To be honest, I wasn't expecting to win. I'm not really expecting to win any battles in this round because the starter team just really isn't that good. But anyways, we lost. No surprise there. No surprise in the slightest. Let's see, this will be the final battle for today, I think. Let's go with this team. So I got to use Gengar at least one time. Alright, so the battle's starting. Let's see. Mimikyu and Incineroar. Interesting lead. They got Intimidate. That doesn't matter. Let's just go for the double Protect. Play it safe, as per usual. See, double Protect. That seems good. Incineroar faked out Charizard. Okay. What did the Mimikyu do? Trick Room. Oh, honestly, I wasn't expecting that, and that kind of scares me. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're encoring the Mimikyu, so it's forced to use Trick Room again. Then, let's just Heat Wave, I guess. This will probably break the Mimikyu's disguise, not do too much damage to Incineroar, because Incineroar is an annoying jerk. But let's see how this goes. Alrighty. So here comes the Sun. Use Encore, so Mimikyu has to use Trick Room again. And that'll get rid of the effects of Trick Room, and then unfortunately Whimsicott will probably die, because the Incineroar, yep, Flare Blitz into Whimsicott. That makes a ton of sense. There goes Whimsicott. That's too bad. But we have to make a sacrifice. So now, we use Heat Wave. Actually, quite a bit of damage to Incineroar. Is that Citrus Berry range? Because that's 50%. Ooh, and a burn on Mimikyu. That's great. So, Mimikyu's Disguise busts. There we go. And the Mimikyu's burnt too, so less physical damage. And now, okay, the Incineroar does have a Citrus Berry, so that does activate Citrus Berry range. And now Mimikyu's Trick Room activates. So now, the Twisted Dimensions are back to normal. So now Charizard can sweep. And then we'll bring in Gengar, I guess, for a bit of support. So we're gonna Sludge Bomb the Mimikyu. Actually, no, we should Shadow Ball the Mimikyu. Shadow Ball the Mimikyu, or maybe, no, Sludge Bomb the Incineroar, and then Heat Wave. Because the Incineroar is very bulky, and the Incineroar might switch out and bring somebody else in. They switch out Mimikyu. Okay, who comes in? Their own Charizard. Okay. So Sludge Bomb, honestly, very good damage. Especially onto an Incineroar. Now we bring out the Heat Wave. The Incineroar probably went for Darkest Lariat onto Gengar. No, Thief onto Gengar. Uh-oh. So they steal our Focus Sash. Oh, well, they can't use Thief anymore. They have the Focus Sash. But that doesn't really matter. It's not going to help them in the slightest. So now I guess we Sludge Bomb the Charizard and just go for Heat Wave. And then hopefully this will take out both of them. And if not, then it'll hurt a lot of whoever they switch in, or they'll just get hit by the Protect. Okay, so what happens now? They switch out Incineroar, okay. They bring in Mimikyu. And they're bringing out Mega Charizard Y. Alright, and they just Protect. Okay, interesting. Alright, Sludge Bomb hits the Charizard, that's too bad, and then Heat Wave will do a ton of damage to Mimikyu, unless it misses. Okay, good, it doesn't. Mimikyu's nearly taken out, but the burn will help finish off that Mimikyu there. I'm scared for Gengar, so I'm gonna Protect. And then we'll Heat Wave, just in case they switch. Yeah, I was thinking about Weather Balling into the Charizard, but I think this is better. This will cover any switch if they bring in Incineroar or whoever else they want. It doesn't seem that they're switching, though. Now we go for the Heat Wave. Oh, that was their Heat Wave. Okay, so they're fast. Oh, and Charizard missed! Oh, they missed. That's great. They missed their Heat Wave. Okay, so they barely live. But that's amazing for us. Incredible. That's great. Thank goodness they missed their Heat Wave. That must feel so bad for them. Now they're bringing in Venusaur, who probably has a Focus Sash, realistically. I think if I want to live, I gotta go for the Double Protect. And then we're gonna go for Heat Wave. I don't think the Double Protect will work, but I have to try, otherwise Gengar dies. The Double Protect worked. I got very lucky with the 1/3 chance. That's very good. Sleep Powder, that's very bad. Darn. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Then Heat Wave. Gengar's protected. Doesn't do too much, for now. Let's see, Charizard's still asleep. Makes sense. It is just the first turn. No more Harsh Sunlight. So I guess that's good. No more or less damage for them. Let's disable the Charizard's Heat Wave. If we're faster. I doubt it. But I might as well try. They do switch Charizard, so I guess I shouldn't have gone for the disable. We bring in Incineroar. Okay. Let's see what happens next. Yeah, that's too bad. Anyways, Charizard's still asleep. Venusaur goes for Sludge Bomb. That'll probably kill Gengar. Yep, there we go. Makes sense. But he can't use Sludge Bomb anymore. That's one less move for them. And now I suppose we'll bring in our Steelix. The Incineroar's definitely going to fake out. So I gotta double Protect. Protect. Oh, they might bring back Charizard in. I think I'll just play it safe and double Protect. See what happens. Alright. Our Charizard woke up, I suppose. That's very good. Very good. Solar Beam. Interesting. Probably into Steelix. No, into Charizard. Okay. So I think we go for Rock Slide in case Charizard switches back in, Mega Charizard Y, then we go for Heat Wave. Just to cover our options. Okay, Heat Wave, they did not switch Charizard in. That kills both. That's great. Okay. Now all they got left is, well, not all they got left, but Mega Charizard Y is coming in. Alright, so Rock Slide, that doesn't hit anybody. Now Mega Charizard Y comes in with the Sun. Oh, they forfeit! Yes! Yes, we did it! We did it! We won a battle with this awful starter team. So yay, we did it. We've fallen into the top 100,000th. Before we were like 90,000th place. Now we're 100,000th place. But honestly, I don't care. I don't care in the slightest. We did it. We managed to win with our awful starting team.